Hi there, my name is Martin Williams, and I'm giving you a definition of bliss. So bliss is a state of complete happiness. Another definition is extreme happiness, ecstasy. Yet another definition is the ecstasy of salvation and spiritual joy. And from my perspective, bliss is really a very childlike state that is joy for no reason at all, happiness for no reason at all. And it's an internal space that resides within each of us if we choose to contact it. It's actually present within us all. It's just that many, many people have not yet discovered its presence in their body. So in fact, most people live a life aiming for happiness. We get a great job offer, we get happy, we get fired, we get sad. Up and down, like a yo-yo. And this is when we set the goal of living at happiness. But in fact, we can also set the goal at living in bliss. And saints and sages have said for thousands of years that bliss is the highest human potential. And if we live that way, then we can live the most amazing life. So Buddha, Patanjali, Rumi, many more people have spoken about it, including more recently the Dalai Lama, Deepak Chopra, Eckhart Tolle, Wayne Dyer, and Oprah all speak about it. So this is a life of living in bliss. So connecting with that internal space of bliss, which is their happiness no matter what. And the more we contact it, the more we find that it increases in love and clarity and compassion and increasing delight through our age. As we age, each incident allows the heart to open more to experience even more joy, more bliss, no matter what is going on in the external world. So for me, my own background, I grew up in Liverpool, England, a very dirty, smelly city, and a lot of people there in great emotional turmoil and trouble. And I asked myself the question, is there more to life than this? That's when I started to discover that bliss is our path, and the bliss is really our essential essence in life, and that we can live from that space. So I've developed courses and training, and I've helped thousands of people live a life of bliss. So I then went from that experience in Liverpool to mountain guiding around the world. I was one of the top mountain guides in the world and expedition guides. I've led expeditions to the North Pole and South Pole and Everest. And in all those journeys, I saw that our human potential, our ability to live in bliss, was very close to the surface. All we have to do is dig a bit and we can touch into it. And so, having had all these experiences, I then went on to explore even more what bliss was about. So I became a successful business owner. I started an airline in Antarctica. So I've been a successful mountain guide, river guide, ski guide, a world-class entrepreneur, starting multi-million-dollar businesses. So, and I realized we could do this and also be in bliss. So we can do everything we want in life, no matter what it is, how wild it is, how adventurous, how wild it is, and we can also live in bliss. I created another project called Pole to Pole, which was a journey from the North Pole to the South Pole in the human power, inspiring young people to take action for the environment. And again, I realized in this journey, we can do this and also live in bliss. We can create environmental projects, humanitarian projects, and we don't have to fight about it or go through internal turmoil. We can do this while we're fully living in bliss. So there's some images from that trip. Well, then I went off and studied in India with an enlightened master, Paramhansa Nityananda, and learned there and ended up teaching monks in India about enlightenment and bliss. And it's such a thin line between the life of pain and the life of bliss. And it's so easy to cross that line once we set our intention and decide to do so. So my advice to you is, having looked at the definition, decide for yourself, yes, I want to live a life in bliss, and yes, I'm going to take action steps. So whether you contact me or somebody else, contact somebody and ask for help. And in India, we've done a whole pile of different spiritual practices. And I totally see that we can all live a life of bliss. And I live in bliss 24/7, and I have the most joyous, most extraordinary life. So what are you going to choose? A life aiming for happiness or a life living in bliss? please, if you're interested, contact me. I have a 7-week online course that takes about 30 minutes a day, daily check-ins. I monitor your progress really closely, and we look at each aspect of bliss as it relates to our daily life. And we've had incredible success with this course. So we look at health and bliss, we look at wealth and bliss, we look at relationships and bliss, we look at all sorts of aspects of ourselves, including all the success stories I've had. So lots of success stories. And for more information, please go to increasebliss.com and contact me, and I'd be happy to help you out. Okay? Thank you. Talk to you soon. See you. Goodbye.